I want to point out I'm not here to compete with the other organizations in your region that are also requesting funds. I know you have more requests for money than you have funds to distribute. I understand that. I'm here to say, however, we are a really good partner because we take on the responsibility of marketing directly to the RVers so that your regional organizations don't have to. And I'm going to quote something that Deb in an email to me just recently. She asked if we could ship 2 more boxes to her. And I emailed her back and said, yeah, we'll get them shipped right away. Her email said on response, thanks for responding so quickly. We are inundated with requests. I will tell you that each regional organizations requests tons of these. We respond to that. They can go ahead and market all the other things in your area. We market the RVers. So I'm so sorry. We want to be a really good partner, and I want you to think about a couple of things. In addition to the 278 private campgrounds in Idaho, there are 347 public campgrounds. They have about 8,000 spaces. The private campgrounds have about 10,000 spaces. We love our public land. It's one of the things that bring RVers to the state. It brings the travelers to the state. You know, we have mountains, we have rivers. It's a primary marketing tool for the state. We have to include those campgrounds even if they don't collect the 2% tax. But the RVer who is staying in a public campground is also spending money in the areas on the way to and around that campground. So ask a business person in any of those areas if RVers impact them. I will say absolutely yes. I'm going to give you 2 other markets. Most regions have summer-only campgrounds where people come and stay for over 30 days. They don't collect the 2% tax either. When those campers are in residence, the populations of some of those small towns double or triple. Imagine what it does for the businesses in those towns. It's the lifeblood of those businesses. One other thing to consider is when the public officials in a town willingly open up public spaces to accommodate an event, a jazz festival, a boat race, anything else where they don't collect that 2% tax, but they know that that RVer absolutely contributes to the economy and they want those RVers there. It's really important. So that's our market in and above just what's collected in bed tax. RV tourism is really about economic development. Often it's economic survival for the small towns in your region. It's big numbers. It's big business for Idaho. Hopefully we can collectively steer them to come to Idaho. They're a prime market. They're ready to travel. That is not going to change this year. Might dip slightly, but it's not going to change. They're going to spend lots of money while they're here. So with your help, we hope to put lots more of them on our roads, in our towns, and in our campgrounds. Any questions? Did I make it? Thanks. There's another sheet of information here. When I met with John May, which I did for Region 3, to kind of go over this preliminary information, he asked me to send the request and the funding information by region to include that in the packet, so I've done that. So you can kind of look and see what's happened in the past. So I really would appreciate some input.
I just have one question.
Yes, Tad?
Available online.
That's one of the things that we want to add as part of our $7,500 on the website. It is not currently, but it is part of our proposal.
Are the campgrounds searchable on the site?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep. Oh, come on, I didn't do that good.
Oh, you did. You did really good.
Okay.
I like how you broke down the public and private in each area. That helps a lot.
Yeah. You know, they really and truly are important to us. We don't collect the bed tax there. We're not going to go there.
Right.
But they're important. That RVer is truly important to those.
Well, we've been trying for the 6 years I've been here to try to get away with that.
Yes.
I don't know if that's ever going to happen with the federal government or those collections, but...
Would we love it? Absolutely. Would I love it? Absolutely. Am I going to advocate that we try to go there legislatively? Absolutely not. You know, if it happens, great.
We have had discussions with Idaho Parks and Recreation, and they are very amenable to jumping into this arena with us. But it does mean that we open up our legislation and put it out there, and that's always a risky thing to do.
This may not be the year to do it, but at some point.
Exactly, and that's why I said, you know, I'm not advocating that we do that. I just want you to be aware that beyond the bed tax that's collected, generally it's about 2 or 3% of the entire amount of bed tax that's collected here. So when I said it's relatively small, it is. But if you look at the bigger picture of it, you know, we figure about 25% of the bed tax collected is representative of the camping industry. So it's huge.
We've got to figure a way to bed tax based on purchases from Walmart for those who stay in the
Don't disagree with that either. We really need to make that illegal.
Oh, no. Yeah. You drive by our Walmarts, and there's always 3 to 4, 5 units with their awnings out, and people sitting in chairs right there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yes, John?
Can I make a suggestion, or at least something for your consideration?
Absolutely.
Only because I noticed it in our area.
Yeah? What page are you on?
It doesn't matter,
Okay.
but where there's a campground, for example, for us, it's limited in Burley Rupert area.
Yeah.
People know Burley better than Hayburn, but if you look under Burley in here, there's nothing. Look under Hayburn, so it might be useful if you draw a little circle around the campground and say, okay, it includes, you know, for Burley, see Hayburn. There's a map here, I get that. But
Yeah.
little rural communities like that, a driver doesn't know. I once had a lady call me and say, hey, look, I'm traveling to Rupert on Greyhound. There's a layover in Burley for 2 hours. Could you pick me up?
Yeah.
Oh, they were that close. So.
Yeah, a few years ago, we had Yellowstone Teton Territory broken out as Yellowstone Teton Territory, listing all the towns. But you know that's really us. That's what we know. It isn't what a traveler knows, so to put it under there is difficult. Look at that, absolutely. Maybe we can put some kind of generic area things. Absolutely. It's a great idea.
Maine, like Idaho Falls, Burley, Twin Falls. It just says, you know, also Ryrie, see also.
Yeah.
Because I think that, but yeah, it's a great little book. It's amazing how many units come in for service that we haven't sold that have them in there. It's absolutely incredible because it's what they use.
It's absolutely what
how
they
use.
use.
How they find where they're going to go to bed.
That's right.
Or rent a spot to park, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.